Foreign Affairs Minister Rimbing Pato says Indonesia has requested PNG's support for its bid for a non-permanent seat of the UN Security Council, among other bilateral arrangements. Apart from this, issues of border cooperation and the implementation of the 11 MOUs signed in 2011 were also discussed. Returning from the 71st session of the United Nations, Minister Pato held talks with foreign ministers of different nations, including Indonesia's. Jay Habakia reports.
Minister Pato says many important issues concerning PNG and the Pacific Island states were raised and discussed during the 71st United Nations General Assembly meetings. Amongst these, he also met with foreign ministers of many other countries to forge or extend bilateral relations. Mr. Pato and his Indonesian counterpart Retno Marsudi met during these meetings to touch on issues of mutual concern between the two neighbors. One area of concern was the representation at the UN General Assembly, hence the request for PNG's support for a non-permanent seat for the 2019 to 2020 period.
So comprised of countries not so developed as the first world, but they are up and coming. Brazil, Indonesia, whether they're getting a fair hearing or not is an issue that concerns them. Whether Africa being not the Africa it was, and the economy there is growing, and Africa is becoming a success story in so many areas. Now they're getting fair representation in the UN.
Other areas of mutual concern discussed by the two leaders was border development, cooperation, peacekeeping and human rights issues.
In all of those bilateral meetings, the discussions were very extensive. Of course, with Indonesia, there's always the issue of very close cooperation, friendship and trust in terms of future developments along the border region. The establishment of a school for Bahasa Indonesia in one of the institutions in Papua New Guinea, and the different implementation of the 11 different MOUs that our country has signed with Indonesia in 2011.
Ministers of both countries have agreed to increase the level of bilateral socio-economic cooperation in ensuring delivery of services to the people along the border. Jay Habakia, NBC National News, Port Moresby.